As if one wasn't crazy enough, now we got two of them. Look at this. Crazy. Ready, Genji?
Yep. Shut that down, huh?
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
これもうまだ温まるまで。
もうちょっと。
He needs to warm it up a bit before he could kill it.
Oh, okay.
You know,
All right.
about the
No worries.
plugs.
Oh, yeah. We don't want to do that. Yeah. Well, let's just start now.
Yeah, okay.
No, it's okay. He can warm it up. This is just so crazy. Like,
Okay.
look at this scene. Look at this. Two all carbon, both wide body R32 GTRs. It's 2 days before the SEMA show. Mr. Sakamoto-san just pulled this off of the airplane, basically, right?
Yeah. We went to the LAX this morning. It arrived last night, and we went to LAX this morning and picked it up and brought it over here.
Okay, so where did you load it up? Did you load it up at Hanada?
No, to Kansai.
Oh, Kansai.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. So
Kansai
from Kyushu
airport.
Yeah.
Flew direct to LAX.
Actually, went to Korea first.
Okay.
That flight did a layover in Korea, and then came to LAX last night.
Came to LAX last night.
Yeah.
You guys
And
went to the airport.
He flew in to LAX yesterday morning.
In terms of a flex, that is the biggest flex for a SEMA car.
For sure.
I mean, to get flown from Japan.
Yeah.
So
2 years in a row.
yeah, 2 years in a row. That's last year's car.
Yeah.
It's already crazy enough, like I said, that we have one, but the fact that we have two, and this one's Midnight Purple.
Yeah.
So, okay, just to give you guys a little bit of a background story, this is 2 days before the SEMA show. It's Saturday now. Unfortunately, these guys weren't able to get the car out earlier, so I can't shoot it in the sunlight, but I'm gonna come back tomorrow morning and I'm gonna get some nice photos and video of it sitting in the sunlight so we can actually enjoy the Midnight Purple
3.
Midnight Purple 3 color. How crazy is it that it's like this whole production just to get this?
Yeah, I mean, he pulled it off again this year. Just like last year, he was still assembling the car like last week. All the way into what, 25日でしたっけ、出荷したの。
20、そうですね。
Until the 25th, like, you know, all-nighters for probably good 2.5 weeks. So he was out here at JCCS. Sung and I went to visit him right before JCCS, and it was just framed. No body, nothing, just bare chassis with bare, you know, skin pulled out. Yeah, he was trying to get it in a container, but the schedule just didn't match, so he ended up air freighting it again. But yeah, もう最後の最後までずっとやってたんですね。25日まで。Yeah, so
Pretty
yeah,
soon it's
barely
going.
made it.
Pretty soon it's going to be one of those things where he has to sit in the passenger, or no, he has to sit in the driver's seat.
Yeah, and come with it.
As soon as the car lands, he just drives off of the airplane and goes directly to the SEMA
も
show.
う車に一緒に乗ってそのまんまもうベガスまで持っていくようなタイミングですね。
乗ってきたかった。
He wanted to ride with it too.
It's his baby, of course. Yeah. So, Mr. Sakamoto-san, definitely thank you so much for bringing this beautiful build. Does he know that the picture of his car that I took last year at the Tread Pass is my most liked and most popular photo of all time.
All time.
Of all time.
Oh, wow. 去年この1号機の彼が撮った写真が、彼の今まで撮った写真で一番いいねがついた、今までの。
And you know the sad thing is that I took it with my cell phone.
Oh.
That's the sad part. You know?
悲しいとこが彼の携帯で撮った写真がそれだったらしくてちゃんとしたカメラじゃなくて
It's kind of embarrassing as a photographer, you know? It's kind of embarrassing, but you know, it works
the
out
most like ever.
Yeah, ever. So
Even
it
to
is.
this.
It just goes to show it's subject matter.
Yeah.
Subject matter is number one, as always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a amazing build, and he, came out with the second one here.
Since last year,
Yeah.
what has he sold? Has he sold a lot of parts since he's kind of made a big debut in the US?
去年、このカーボン R1 号機をセマでデビューして、
はい
いろいろどうですか？いろいろパーツとか車とか売れました？
そうですね。はい。コンプリートカーの注文が入りましたね。
He's gotten orders for like a full complete build as well. But yeah, last year he said that just coming to SEMA just really opened up everything for him, and he's been going to auto salon, but SEMA's been like the best ever for him. So he made a decision to come out.
Yeah, it really is a global market. That's
Yeah.
part of it. And I don't know if this is true. Maybe this is a rumor. I heard that people offered to buy this car and he didn't want to sell this car.
Yeah, well, there were a few offers, and it was down in San Diego at High for a while, and then they showed interest, but it's not sold yet. It came with carne, so it has to go back once. He had to extend it, but he wants to take the car back to Japan for Tokyo Auto Salon for 2023. Auto Salon に展示するのに一回戻す。Yeah, so it's gonna go back once. So this number 2 also came carne, so it'll go back as well.
Okay, so let's just kind of go over this build. What is the main difference? Okay, well, we know the main difference. The main difference is the Midnight Purple 3.
Yeah.
Can he tell me how is it that he was able to infuse this color in the carbon fiber?
この色をどうやってつけられたんですか？カーボンファイバー。
これはまずドライカーボンの下地を整えるために。
So to make the dry carbon, you could see the weaves and everything, and a lot of pits between the weaves. So first he coated clear, about 8 layers of clear coat, and then from there he started spraying the Midnight Purple 3 very lightly, so you could still see the carbon weaves, and then another 4 to 5 clear on top of that to make it smoother. So it has more clear than I think the first one. So you could kind of see the surface is really glossy and shiny and flat compared to that one still has about 8-9 coats, but he made, a little bit more effort to make it even more, cleaner and smoother. So a lot of coats.
It's probably so difficult to spray it evenly. And like, what if you just spend a microsecond too long on one part? Then what do you do? Is it just like a master painter?
So he very light coat.
Yeah.
Each coat is very light.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I mean, because
yeah, right now you can't really see it.
It being even is the hardest part. Like, I just don't understand how he can possibly make it so even.
Well, he has in-house body shop and painter, 2 paint booths, and master painter in-house. So he's able to make sure that that's being properly prepared and prepped and sprayed.
Okay, so really the main thing is that he wanted to outshine the last year's car. Obviously the body is insane. Is the actual proportions the same?
Yeah, same kit. キットは全く同じキットです。スペックも。
It's the same kit.
Same kit.
But
just
then
rear spoiler. So other than the color, he has a new engine, and also the suspension, and also this wheel that he got newly designed for this car is a center lock design. So it's not that popular or being used in Japan, but this is actually a custom one that he designed, and it's a center lock design. So you don't see the lug nuts.
Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah.
I love it.
So it's similar to that design, but center lock style.
Can we take a look at the engine bay?
Yeah. エンジンボンネット開けていただけますか?
Jeez. Okay.
This is the HKS new engine, RB30. First one.
First ever RB30. Wow. And you got a gritty intake manifold?
Single throttle, 90 mils. And the same HKS humongous turbo, just like the first one. So he tuned this one before he left, but lightly tuned just to kind of, get it ready. 900馬力とりあえず。
ローブーストで930馬力ですね。
Low boost, 930 horsepower.
Low boost.
Low boost. But his low boost is pretty up there for most people.
Right.
It's like 1.9 bar.
Jeez. Okay, 1.9 bar, HKS, RB30, first one ever?
Yeah.
So it hasn't been really run at all then, except for it getting tuned.
Yeah, just on their dyno right before they left.
Yeah, that's one way to kind of make it even more crazy than last year's build. So what is the plan for this? What is he actually going to use this for? Same kind of like a demo car or?
この車の、今後の、どういう使い方っていうか、イベントとかレースとかドラッグとか。
ぜひ一度ドラッグレースで、走りたいですね。はい。
He wants to drag race it for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of weight savings, this one's, is it pretty similar with the two cars?
ウェイトは同じぐらいですよね。
そうですね。大体一緒ぐらい。
Yeah, it's about the same, about 3,000 pounds. So it's close to stock 32. Right. So even with all the wheels and the big brakes and the body makes it light, but with everything done, it's about the stock
the cage,
weight. Yeah, cage.
Also. Yeah. What about the interior? Is it different or what's
very similar, but I think he changed it's suede Alcantara.
Alcantara.
Yeah, compared to the full leather on the number one.
It's just crazy to me how much effort was put into this kind of stuff when it really doesn't. I mean, in terms of weight savings, it's not it doesn't help, because it has a full interior.
Yeah, full interior and then the cage.
And then so it's also a sequential.
Yes, it has the OS88 sequential.
This sounds so good. This has got to be the craziest R32 I've ever seen. Is it, it's kind of probably something, maybe it's a technology thing, or is it, I don't know what it is about this car.
Well, it's just this whole body kit, it starts off with that, and the way, the craftsmanship, the quality of the carbon, dry carbon. They spent a lot of time and effort to make sure that, every panel's weaves are matching. He spent a little bit more time on like the seam as well, so it's more smoother.
Right.
Compared to last year's model. You could see the seam a little bit more here,
Got it. It's something that I didn't even notice, but part of it is because the weave is the same direction.
Exactly.
But I see what you mean. So like when I'm looking at this and you see the dry carbon underneath all the clear, it's a little more subdued. It's a little duller because of the actual midnight purple paint.
Right. You walk up to it, you could see it, but when you go, a few feet away, then it's just purple.
Yeah.
But then, with the right angle on the lights, then, you get the different look.
This is the part that really blew my mind about the last year's build, is that the interior weave is the same direction as the exterior weave. Like
インテリアのカーボンのウィーブもそうですね、エクステリアのとマッチしてる。Even down to his roll bar. So this year, instead of leather wrap, he has, the carbon fiber on the roll cage, and that direction is also matching the outside.
So, and also the floor.
Yeah.
The floor is matching.
So it's just every little detail he tries to, you know.
Yeah, now it's even going to be a crazier video. I don't know if you guys, or you probably remember the video that
Yeah.
Zach did,
Yeah.
where he asked Mr. Sakamoto-san to point out everything that's carbon fiber
Uh-huh.
on the car.
Yeah.
Carbon fiber, 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 carbon fiber. What's this? Wing? Carbon fiber.
カーボンファイバーのパーツも増えてるし、いろいろもっと長いビデオになるって。
ロームミラーも
Yeah.
カーボンファイバー。
Yeah,
Yeah, which
even
one?
The rear view mirror is
Oh,
carbon.
really? Hold on. No way, is it?
In the back part, yeah.
Oh, that is so cool. So it's even more parts that are carbon
Yeah.
fiber. Amazing. And in the rear, I love the seat delete too.
Yeah.
All of that, the weave is done too.
Mm-hmm.
So then what about the cage? Did he paint that cage?
Cage was
midnight?
painted, yeah, midnight
Midnight purple?
purple as well.
Oh my God, I can't believe you even have purple seat belts?
Yeah.
Huh. That is so cool.
Yeah, there's a company that could redo your seatbelts in
Yeah.
Japan in whatever color you want.
Who signed the back right there?
Sign
Who signed it?
シグネチャー、誰のシグネチャーですか、後ろに。
これサンさん。
Oh, Sung. When we went to visit
Oh,
him.
Sung.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh,
When we went to visit Garage Active last
Yeah.
month,
yeah.
yeah, we were kind of seeing him building this, and some of the parts were awesome. He had him sign it.
I gotta come by when I'm in Japan.
Oh, you have to.
yeah,
It's,
I have to.
It's a GTR heaven over there.
I bet.
Truly. So compared to the first one, the last year's car is a 2.8 liter, but this one with the RB30, the 3 liter, he was able to, with the same size, big turbo, it's very responsive. It's good for like a street driving as well. So he likes that package a little bit better.
What does he like? I already know the value that he estimated that car to be.
Mm.
What was the value? Over 1 million, right?
I think the highest offer, SEMA で一番高いオファーは1ミリオンぐらいでしたよね。
まあ本気かどうかわかんないですけど。
Not sure if they're really serious, but yeah, it went up to as high as 1 million. Yeah.
Then that means this one is worth more then.
じゃあこっちの方がそれより価値がありますかって。
こペイントはやっぱ全然こっちの方が倍ぐらい大変ですね。はい。
Just painting it this color, it's twice as much harder to do this than just clearing the last year's car. So there's more work that was put into this one to prep that. But yeah, we'll see, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, people like prices, right? So I don't know if it's a good idea to ask this, but how much would this kit be if he was to paint it? If he was going to sell the kit and he's going to paint it for the owner, just the kit.
お客さんがじゃあこれ同じようなの作ってくださいって来られた時、このキット取り付けとこの塗装で大体いくらぐらいになりますか？
塗装はかなり高いですね。塗料が通常の塗料のもう何倍もするので。
わかんないですね。もうまだなんかもう値段とかよりかとにかく作ることは。
So he's not sure how much. So he's been busy trying to complete this, but there's a lot of work that was put in. So the carbon fiber is like dark black color. To make this color pop, it has a lot of work that's put in, and also there's carbon fiber parts, and then if you go to the interior, you got the roll cage and the floor. Underneath the carbon panel is still, the sheet metal. So to make sure that the outside matches the inside, he had to spray gunmetal first to kind of match the carbon color. Then he, did the color. But even to make sure that the color pops with the carbon fiber underneath, he had to kind of mix the color, the Midnight Purple 3 color, and kind of make sure that it comes out. And just the paint alone is 4 or 5 times more than regular paint. So But yeah, he has no clue how much that's going to be. He's
A lot more.
Yeah, a lot more. But he's going to have to probably, if that order does come, then he's going to have to think about that after.
Well, because that kit, I think,
Yeah.
was it $100,000
キッ
for
トだ
that
けで
kit?
ももう
1000万まあただキットの今販売はしてないんですよね、今のところは。取り付けがやっぱかなり難しいので。
So he doesn't really just sell the kit because it's so complicated so it'll be just a complete build.
Yeah.
So the kit is roughly about 100,000, but then on top of that will be the labor for installation. So you're looking at just for that probably close to a couple thousand probably.
Yeah.
I mean a couple 100,000 almost complete. So,
I could see that.
コンプリートカーでだいたいいくらぐらいになりますか？
最低でもやっぱりどうですかね、3000からもうエンジンはそんなにやらない仕様で、はい、3500ぐらい。
Just to give you a good example, like if he gets an order for like a complete car, depending on the engine spec, but like a normal engine spec complete will probably be 350 to 4. And then it'll go up depending on the spec of like the whole, performance engine package.
Yeah. Because the engine alone, I can only imagine is, I don't even know how much HKS3.
このエンジンでいくらでしたっけ
？800予定は800万ぐらいの予定ですね。
Like 70-80 grand just for the engine.
Just for the engine. Yeah, that's not including intake manifold,
turbo,
not including turbo.
All the electronics and fuel management.
Right.
And,
so after all that, you could potentially be up to 125 or more.
Yeah, so it becomes, north of $500,000 already there.
And then the transmission alone is, I don't even know how much that
it's another about 18,000 to 20.
Jeez.
Right? Yeah. So
it just keeps adding up, huh?
Yeah.
But you know what I really liked? You just tell him this. I really like the fact that he's building something super premium like this, and that there's a market for it. That's what I like.
こういうもうスーパープレミアムの車を作ってるので、もうマーケットはそういうマーケットがあるので、いやもうそういう去年のオファーもあったし、いやもうit's I keep telling him it's like Gunther Works type of but JDM full complete just every detail is addressed and it's not just a normal JDM tuner car. It's way beyond that. So it's amazing what he has created.
It really is. So then when he was doing this painting, was it a thing where he had to do a lot of testing to make sure it would even work? Or did it work right off the bat? I'm guessing it's probably one of those things where he had to maybe spray some panels and it didn't work out.
Oh, yeah. この色を出すのにいろいろやっぱりサンプルでテストしてみたけど。
何度もテストしました。あと塗る回数を分けて、3回塗った場合、5回塗った場合、8回塗った場合とか、10回塗った場合とかこう分けていって、その中で自分が見て、これぐらいの濃さでいこうっていうのをテストしました。
Yeah, so he sprayed different samples, whether like spray 4 coats, 5 coats, 8 coats. Then he looked at it like, okay, that's the one. Let's go with that. So yeah, he did a lot of sample testing first.
Got it. Okay. Well, thank you guys for showing us. I know it's dark already, but
tomorrow is the day.
Yeah,
so
I want
really
to see it in the daylight. So it's worth me spending all this time on it, especially because our last video has over 500,000 views. People love that car.
Yeah.
That's why I want to make sure we get something at least before the show, so we can kind of be the first to talk about this car.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait to see what he's going to do next. Also, I cannot wait to check out his shop in Fukuoka.
ぜひ一回ガレージアクティブ福岡に行って見てみたい。
ぜひお待ちしてます。
次のビルドのも期待してます。
次はもう計画してます。
He's already have next one in plans.
Oh, okay.
Next plan and next plan.
Okay, all right, good. I love that. Can we hear it? Can you turn it on?
エンジンかけていただきます。はい。
What a crisp sound, huh?
So what makes this special sound is also the design that he has with the exhaust manifold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So same for the first one, last year's car. The way he designed the exhaust manifold makes it like this crisp like sound and very responsive.
It doesn't sound like any other RB I've heard.
Right. It like rips, right?
Yeah. That's the only way I
Yeah.
could explain it. It's
That's-
very crisp.
Yeah, crisp. And
Yeah.
that's how he designed the exhaust manifold.
Huh.
It's making that. Yeah. 音がすごい綺麗で、なんていうんですか。英語ではクリスプって言うんですけど。
あーそうですね、やっぱこれも昨年のと同じようにエキゾーストマニフォールドをすごいこだわって作ってるので、
He spent a lot of time developing the manifold for the first car, and he loved the sound of that, so he made sure that he utilized the same one for this.
Yeah, that's another thing I really like about what these guys, or what Garage Active is doing, Mr. Sakamoto-san. It's not just about the looks. It's very performance
Yeah.
focused.
Well,
too.
he's a drag racer at heart, so he makes sure that the performance is there.
It's unfortunate there's not that many, or I don't think there's any quarter-mile strips.
Not
Right?
anymore, but they
Not
do
anymore.
it sometime at Fuji. Some of the using the front straight.
Yeah.
But もう今ゼロのドラッグコースもう日本にはないですよ
日
ね。
本は専用コースはない
専用
ですね。
もう
はい
サーキットのフロントストレートを使ってるとか。
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have the no more. I think 仙台が最後だったんですよね。
そうですね。
仙台 used to be the last one, but they shut that down. So he did an event a few weeks ago, drag racing. That was at あれは富士でしたっけ？2、3週間前に行ってたやつは。
セントラルサーキット。
Central
兵庫県
Circuit.
So that's why he has to race this
Yeah.
in the States.
His dream is to drag race here in the States.
Oh!
Yeah.
There's a lot of drag strips still
Oh,
here.
Yeah.
You know?
So he's hoping one of these days to
Yeah.
really.
I think that would be
Race it.
really cool
Yeah.
to see. I would love to see that. Incredible.
As is, he feels that it should do like 9-second already, easily.
Even on low boost.
Need low boost.
And then without drag slicks.
Yeah. But his low boost is 1.9 bars. So.
Right. Got it.
Yeah.
So then the interior, like, or the engine bay, this is all painted midnight purple.
Yes. So under the car, roll cage, everything. 下ももう midnight purple. Yeah. Undercarriage is midnight purple as well.
Really?
Because he has a rotisserie, so he pretty much painted the whole car. Before the panels went in, he painted all midnight purple. Then the panels went on.
Wait, so underneath this fender is midnight purple?
Yeah. Under the car even.
It's
Undercarriage.
this. It
It's
looks
this.
like that?
Yes.
Guy is insane. How much is it per liter for that?
How much?
Paint.
For paint?
Yeah.
リッターでペイントいくらぐらいですよ。
これはいくらだったらいやかなり高いです本当に。
Very expensive is all he could say.
やっぱ色が変色する分特殊な塗料が入ってるので。
So it has a special paint where, at different light you could see it purple, sometimes it turns blue,
Yeah.
a little bit like greenish tint to it. So yeah, it's like
怖いので請求書を見てないです。
he's too scared to look at the invoice.
Really?
From the page, yeah.
Well, I'm glad business is good to the point where he can do that even. That's pretty cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm actually happy that they still make the paint.
Yeah.
I guess there's enough of a demand for it.
Yeah, I think so.
これインナーもカーボンです。
インナーもカーボン。
はい、この
Oh, even the inner lining is carbon.
What? I'll look at that tomorrow, but no way.
Carbon fiber?
カーボンファイバー。
Yeah.
カ
Jeez.
ーボンファイバー。
All right. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'm sure you're
I've been
tired.
telling him he should just make a full carbon, like monocoque.
Yeah.
That'll be the next one, right?
I don't even know. I mean, then you really can't look at the invoice for that.
Yeah.
I mean, because that would just be insane.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that would be cool just to display the chassis
Yeah.
on the show floor,
Yeah.
you know, not even put anything on it.
Yeah. That'll be the next level.
Is that even possible?
可能ですかそれって。
どうですか夢ですね。
That'll be the dream, he said.
Wow. That's
I mean,
the
he's gone
ultimate.
this far already, so
I
yeah,
mean,
that'll be the
he's already made it. He's already pretty much made the ultimate R32.
yeah.
I don't even know what's left except for that.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Very, very cool. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys
また明日帰る
at the show. Thank you. Thank you. Just flexing on everybody over here. Oh, so sick. Incredible. You are?
Carbon fiber. Carbon fiber. Oh, carbon fiber. Carbon fiber.
Where?
Oh, mistake.
Where?
Mistake.
Where?
Mistake.
Oh, is there more?
Carbon fiber. Oh no, mistake. I love cars. You love my name? Your name? Cars. Cars. Yeah.